We're almost at the end of Miss Holmes, the Monster of the Baskervilles. Sir Baskerville was taken hostage in the submarine. Let's pick up these two items here. We're going to need an item to open this and an item to open that. So the key... I don't know where the key goes. Let's look over here. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to look up here. That's actually going to give me the item for this puzzle. Hooray! So we get a puzzle right off the start. With this puzzle, I think it's easier to swap the blues and the yellows. I think that's the easiest starting place. So I'm going to move the yellows over here. And I want to move them here in this yellow area. So I need to make room for those yellows. So let me just move all the pieces out of the way. Like so. Now the yellows can go into place quite easily. And I want the blues to go there, but now I've got greens where the blues should go. So I'm going to move the blues like that. So I can move the greens up and out of the way. Making room for the blues. Excellent. Blues go there. I'm going to move one of the purples into place too. That way I can say these three are in place and they're done. Similarly, I'm going to move the green like this, so I can move the gray over here, and I can say these three are in place. They're done. So I need to move the two greens here where the reds are now. So let me just move those reds. Move the greens as well. Moving the reds to the left-hand side so I can get the greens up on the right-hand side. Move this purple into place. And then I move the two reds into place. Simple enough. That gives me a handle. Great. And let's see. I was supposed to grab this as well. Now what am I missing? Hint says... Did I check out the door yet? I did not check out the door yet. First you put on the door handle, and then you're gonna fix with the brace. I don't think I have the second part of the brace yet, though. Let's see. I know I put the shark onto this. Yeah. So I missed something here. What did I miss? Oh! Yeah, I need to use a screwdriver in this spot. That gives me the drill handle. There we go. That's it. So the drill bit goes in the drill handle to get a hand drill. We now have two cats. We're going to put the cats into place. That's going to give us a magnet. We're going to use the magnet over here for some nails. Sorry, a pair of screws. So we put the handle here. Then we use the drill. Then we use the screws. Then we use the screwdriver. And that's how we get inside this area. So, here, same thing we've been doing the entire game, just pick up items, random items everywhere. Okay, those are two random items. There's a random item. And here I am going to use the pliers to turn this off. And we have 3 random items. Nice. Okay. 2 of the random items are the birds, so we're going to put the birds in the sky. Gives us another random item. We're going to put the anchor over here for random item number 3. So many random items here. Now we have 3 pieces of this, so we're going to put them into place. Kind of a cool lock. That gives us a key. Now we have 2 keys, so we can open up this cabinet. Sorry if I'm moving a little too quickly. Now we have a slide and a lens. We're going to put both of them here. That gives us the numbers for a puzzle, so that grid is there. It takes a while to write them down. It's a very large grid. We're going to use that to open up this safe. So, for example, we have a circle and a triangle. Well, the triangle is this row, and the circle is this column. They intersect at a 6. So, that number is 6. I believe the solution is 3, 5, 6. That it is. And that gives me the lever for here, outside. And that gives us a hidden objects challenge. And unless I'm mistaken, we're all done with this this room, right? There's nothing else in the room. No. And we're almost done with the docks, too. So this little area moves pretty quickly, I would say. That is if you know what you're doing. I also did a video where I played through the game the first time, and I'm pretty sure this area took me forever. We have an axe, we have a shell, we have a bell. This is actually an ore. I did not recognize it as an ore when I played the game. Here we have morphing objects. 4 morphing objects and an octopus. I feel like part of the reason this area moves quickly is because we only have 2 screens. We have this room and we have the dock. And now for the second half of the area, we have 2 rooms inside the submarine. So the point I'm trying to make is that the 2 rooms we meet are isolated both times. So that makes this area feel like it goes a bit faster than it actually does.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Adler. I certainly wasn't expecting you, Mr. Adler, but I've been planning my revenge on Baskerville for a while, and since you also betrayed my grandfather, I'll let you both die together.
Alright, so let me continue that thought. You can compare it to things like the last video where there were 4 screens and you had to go around all 4 of the screens. Or like the third video in this walkthrough where you had 4 screens and you had to go around all those screens. It feels like those are longer, not simply because they've got extra screens, but because you're going back and forth between all the screens constantly. Whereas here, it's just like we're going back and forth between 2 screens and then going back and forth between 2 screens again. And that's a lot less wandering around than 4 screens at once. And I noticed the background to this guy's area changes at the very start when he first shows up, and it's going to change again at the very end, too.
As you may have guessed, I'm Professor Moriarty's grandson, but please, call me Dexter.
He's not a very effective villain because we haven't seen him before, so this is like his first and only appearance, right at the very end of the game.
Once I dismantle the submarine's engines, you'll only have a few hours of oxygen left. Meanwhile, I'm escaping in the only rescue capsule. That's what you get for crossing the kings of the underworld.
Yeah.
Moriarty wasn't joking. This is not good.
Yeah, we're in trouble now. So Moriarty is a pain in the neck. So here we have like 4 areas we can zoom in on. Let's see. I need to unscrew the cover here on this to get the razor blade. I zoom in near the door to grab that piece. I am going to grab this thing and use the razor blade, giving me 1 item there. And here I'm going to grab this. I'm going to use it on that, giving me another item, and I'm going to use my paperclip here for the final item. So we use all 3 of these wooden items on the cryptex. Question mark? Submarine! And the submarine goes over here on the left to give us the final hidden objects challenge of the game. Penguin, raccoon, palm tree, rose, kangaroo, ship, jumping rodent, sphinx, air balloon, spruce tree, giraffe, volcano, and now we collect the 4 anchors. And also, part of the reason that this area feels like it's not a whole lot to do is because we basically do everything the first time we're here on this screen. Like, we did all of that. Okay, we've got 2 things left to do. This, and wake this guy up. That's all. That's all. So we've basically cleared out.
Adler. This submarine shall become your watery grave.
My only hope now is to start up this submarine.
We cleared out that room pretty much on the first try. Also, we don't have anything to do on the right-hand side of this screen. What? What's that? Here we're going to grab that item. And then we're going to grab this item. Oh, and those 2 items. Yeah, 2 items. So we just pick up the 3 items here, and we go back. Mop's going to go here to give us that. Put our items together to get the saw blade. Gonna saw through those handcuffs and then wake up Mr. Baskerville with his weird accent.
What a nightmare. Mr. Adler, this is all my fault. I should never have trusted those rascals. I don't know much about submarines, but I know Dexter was right. We will die if we don't escape. It's all up to you now.
Can't you even try to help?
I hope this comes in handy. I've nothing else to offer.
I think that's enough to come in handy, actually. I think that's it. We just put the gear there for this item, which we're going to put on the final puzzle of the game. Yeah, very simple. First, we want to swap the colors. So, for example, red's going to go there. So let's get red in the lower right. It looks like purple goes there. So let's get purple in the... red's in the lower left, purple's in the upper left. Red is going to go next to it. Let's get the red there. And then white's already in place. Looks like we need yellow here and then pale green there. So it's going to look like this. Yeah. And then we want light green there. Purple there. Yeah, now all the colors are in place. You want to click on these various knobs to rotate them. So this one's pointing up. This one's pointing left. Pointing down. This one points up. This one points up. That one points right. And this one points down. This one points left. Alright, so that should be the solution. If I got that solution wrong, it means I mixed up those two reds. The reds look exactly the same to me. I'm very sorry for messing up that solution. Now that's it.
Of course, I succeeded. The submarine resurfaced, and we didn't end up as fish food. To compensate for his rescue, I made Mr. Baskerville confess everything. Just call me a hero beyond the law. I wonder what Miss Holmes would think of that.
That's as much as Miss Holmes appears in this bonus game. Yeah, she's not really part of the bonus game at all. Well, thank you for watching my walkthrough for Miss Holmes, the Monster of the Baskervilles. I hope you enjoyed it. I played the other games in the Miss Holmes series, so you can check out my walkthroughs for those games too. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.